Hello, friends. I'm your friend, motivational speaker, language expert, and counselor Ganesh Patil. Today, we are going to discuss two ways of reporting a conversation or a speech that we heard: direct speech and indirect speech. It is also called as direct narration and indirect narration. Direct speech: when a speech or a conversation is reported as it is in the words of original speaker, it is called direct speech. For example, Roger said to Shivaji, "I'm implementing these rules now." Deepak said, "Sing a song." Pradnya said, "Is this your notebook, Ajay?" Ratnakar said, "Why do you leave?" Anandi said, "How fast you run." Now, someone who heard these dialogues reported them to someone else as he heard in the words of original speaker. This is called direct speech. Now let us see what is indirect speech. Reporter reports speech or conversation in his own words, but without changing the meaning of the original speech or conversation. So the meaning of the original speech or conversation is maintained, but the speaker tells it in his own words. Let us see the example. Roger told Shivaji that he was implementing those rules then. Now the meaning of this sentence is similar to the previous sentence, but the previous sentence was in the words of original speaker. This sentence is reported in the words of the reporter, not in the words of original speaker. However, the meaning is exactly similar. Deepak ordered to sing a song. Pradnya asked Ajay if that was his book. Ratnakar asked where he lived. Anandi exclaimed that he or she ran very fast. These are a few examples of indirect speech. Reporting verb and reported speech. What is the difference? Reported speech is the part of the sentence in direct speech where some of the part comes in inverted comma, and the part of the sentence that comes outside the inverted comma is called reporting verb. The part inside the inverted comma is called reported speech. The part outside the inverted comma is called as reporting verb. So henceforth, whenever I mention reporting verb, you will understand a part outside the inverted comma, and whenever I say reported speech, it would mean the part inside the inverted comma. You can see the example here. Dilip said to Vaijayanti, this part is outside the inverted comma, so it is reporting verb. I write poems. This is in inverted comma, so it is reported speech. But if you get an instruction, change into reported speech, it means change into indirect speech. So two parts of a sentence which is in direct speech, reporting verb and reported speech. But if you are told to change a sentence into reported speech, it means to change a sentence into indirect speech. Let us see what are the different rules that we should pay attention to while changing a sentence in direct speech to into indirect speech. The first step to change a sentence into indirect speech is identify the type of sentence in reported speech. Identify the type of sentence that has come inside the inverted commas. If you fail to identify the type of sentence in the inverted comma, you will not be able to change the sentence correctly into indirect speech. So the first and foremost, identify the type of sentence inside the inverted comma. Is it assertive, declarative or statement? Is it imperative? Is it interrogative? Or is it a question? If it is a question, is it a S no type question or WH question? Is it exclamatory sentence? Is it an optative sentence conveying good wishes, greetings? Is the listener and the speaker both mentioned? So once this is clear to you, then you will be able to convert a sentence into indirect speech correctly. Now let us see what are the rules that govern different kind of sentences while changing them into indirect speech. If the reported speech is assertive, if a given sentence is assertive sentence, in that case you should take reporting verb tell, told. If the listener is mentioned, then you should take tell or told. Remember, if the listener is not mentioned, you must not take tell or told. We take reporting verb told only when the listener is mentioned. Don't use to after told or tell. Take reporting verb says, said, informed, insisted, stated as per the requirement. If the listener is not mentioned, you can take said or informed. Use that to connect reported speech with the reporting verb. Remove inverted commas. Let us see the example. Vinayak said to Mahima, I sing a song every day. Vinayak told Mahima that he sang song every day. Note the changes that we made. Said to we change into told. Because Mahima is a listener and listener is mentioned, so said to change to told. After told we don't take to, remember. To comes only after said. So Vinayak told Mahima that he sang a song every day. Now told was in past tense, so sing changed to sang, past tense. When the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of the reported speech also changes to past tense. John says to Maithili, we write an essay every week. John tells Maithili that they write an essay every week. Here you can see that no change is made in the tense of reported speech in indirect speech also, because the reporting verb says or is in present tense. If the reporting verb is in present or future, we do not make any changes to the tense of reported speech, even in indirect speech. Well, I hope this is clear to you now. Let us see imperative sentences. Imperative sentences means the sentences that convey orders, requests, or advice. If the given sentence is an order or advice, then you should take reporting verb command, commanded, order, ordered, request, requested, advised, and suggested. Remember the very simple way to identify imperative sentence. It begins with a verb. There is no subject. Subject is you, but it is assumed, it is not written. So the sentence that directly begins with a verb is imperative sentence. So once you take commanded, ordered, requested, advised, any one of this, whichever is appropriate, then take to or not to. If the sentence is negative imperative, negative order, then remove don't and take not to instead. You need to use order, request, advise according to the tone of the sentence. You also need to see who is speaking to whom. Let us see the example. Anurag said to the servant, clean the office by tomorrow. Anurag ordered the servant to clean the office by the next day. Tomorrow changed to the next day. And Anurag is the owner and he is ordering his servant. So we use the reporting verb ordered. Anurag ordered the servant. And we took connective to, and then the order to clean the office by the next day followed. Tomorrow changes to the next day. Yesterday changes to the previous day or the day before. Tomorrow may change into the next day or the day after. So that was all about indirect speech of imperative sentences. Let us see how to change questions, verbal questions, into indirect speech. Use reporting verb questioned, inquired, asked, or queried. Use if or whether as a connective word to connect the reporting verb with the reported speech. If yes no question or verbal question ask choice, then take whether as a connecting word. Interrogative question generally comes in this way: helping verb plus subject plus verb. It's an interrogative. And in assertive sentence, subject comes first, subject plus helping verb plus main verb, and the rest of the part of the sentence. So we need to change interrogative sentence into assertive while changing it into indirect speech. So remember that. Let us see some examples. Direct speech. Deepak said to Ram, "Do you drink tea or coffee?" Now you can see here, do you drink tea or coffee? Choice is asked, and the question begins with a verb. It's a verbal question, but it is asking a choice. In such a cases, you should take whether as a connective. For example, this sentence will change in this way into indirect speech. Deepak asked Ram whether she drank tea or coffee. And now see another sentence. Nirmal said to Ram, "Will you submit your homework?" Nirmal asked Ram if he would submit his homework. So you must have observed now that when there was a choice in the question asked in the reported speech, we took whether, and when it was a simple question which could be answered in yes or no, then we took if as a connective and changed the question into assertive sentence. While changing while changing interrogative into assertive, we take subject first and then helping verb, and then we take the main verb. Now let us see how to change WH questions into indirect speech. Use reporting verbs question, inquired, asked, queried as we use them in verbal questions. But in verbal questions, we took if or whether as a connective. In WH questions, we do not use any connective word. Instead, we directly take WH after the reporting verb. In interrogative sentences, in WH type of interrogative sentences, questions, we take WH word, then helping verb, then subject, and then main verb and rest of the part of sentence at the end question mark. Now, when we change it in indirect speech, we need to change this WH question also in assertive or statement. So while changing it in assertive, take WH word first immediately after the reporting verb, and then you can take subject and then helping verb and main verb, and at the end full stop. Remember, if there is a listener, the listener will immediately come after the reporting verb, and after the name of a listener, we will take WH word, and the remaining part of the sentence change into assertive. Now see this example. Deepak said to Ram, "What do you drink in the morning?" Now see the indirect of this. Deepak asked Ram what he drank in the morning. Now here, what do you drink? It changed into assertive. So while changing the simple present in interrogative, we take do or does. So while changing it in assertive, we'll remove do and does. That is removed. And then reporting verb said is in past tense. So we change drink into drank. So it became Deepak asked Ram what he drank in the morning. Now see another example. Nirmal said to Ram, where will you submit your homework tomorrow? Nirmal asked Ram when he would submit his homework the next day. So here you can see that will change into would because said was in past tense. Asked is in past tense, right? So tomorrow change into the next day. Reported speech of exclamatory sentences. If the sentence is in exclamatory, how to change it into indirect speech? The first thing, you should change the reporting verb to exclaim. Said should be changed into exclaim. Exclaim will be followed by with joy, with sorrow, with pain, with surprise, as per the feeling expressed in the reported speech. Use the connective word that to connect reporting verb with reported speech. Change exclamatory sentence into assertive. If reporting verb is in past tense, change the reported speech also into past tense. Now let us see this example. Rupal said, what a tall man you are. Indirect speech. Rupal exclaimed, said change to exclaim. With surprise, she is expressing surprise about the height of the man. So Rupal exclaimed with surprise that he was a very tall man. What a tall man you are, change into you are a very tall man, and then you change into he, and R is MR change into was because exclaimed is in past tense. So that was all about exclamatory sentences, indirect speech of exclamatory. The second important step is to identify the tense of reporting verb. If the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, no change is made in the tense of reported speech. However, if the reporting verb is in past tense, we need to change reported speech. If the reporting verb is in past tense, we need to make the following changes. Simple present changes to simple past, continuous present changes to continuous past, perfect present changes to perfect past, continuous perfect present changes to continuous perfect past, simple past changes to perfect past, continuous past changes to continuous perfect past, and perfect past or continuous perfect past remains as it is, no changes are made. Shall will changes to should would, shall have will have changes to should have or would have, can changes to could, may changes to might, may have changes to might have, can have changes to could have has changes to had, and is MR changes to was were. Let us have a look at the adverbs and pronouns. What changes occur in adverbs and pronouns when we change a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech? Here changes to there, now changes to then, the changes to that, the changes to those, today changes to that day, tomorrow changes to the next day or the day after, yesterday changes to the day before or the previous day, hence changes to thence, and henceforth changes to thenceforth. How to change optative sentences into indirect speech? Optative sentences means the sentences that express wishes, greetings. When such kind of sentences are given for changing into indirect speech, use the reporting verb greeted, wished, bait. Let us see the example. Rohan said to the teacher, "Good morning, sir." Rohan bade good morning to the teacher, or Rohan respectfully bade good morning to the teacher. To maintain the respectful effect of the word sir, we should take the word respectfully instead of sir in indirect speech. Srishti said, "Happy Diwali, Lubda." Srishti wished Happy Diwali to Lubda. Anand said, "Congratulations, Vijay." Anand congratulated Vijay. How to make paragraph of multiple sentences into indirect speech? Many times you are given dialogues and you are told to convert those dialogues into paragraph. It is nothing but changing the dialogues or conversation into indirect speech. When you get multiple sentences or when you get a very long sentence with many sub sentences in the reported speech, while changing it into indirect speech, you should use different connective words such as he further said, she further said. It can be he, she, I. The subject can be any pronoun or noun, but further said, further requested, also requested, further asked, he also added, he continued, he persisted, he further ordered. This kind of connective reporting verbs we should use when we have to change many dialogues together into a paragraph in the form of indirect speech. I hope, dear friends, if you like this channel and if it has benefited you, please like it, subscribe it, and share it with your friends. Thank you. Enjoy learning.